Okay, steamers, let's get practicing.
But, engine room, we don't have a proper picture.
Yeah, you're right. But where could we ever find one?
I heard rumours.
What?
I heard rumours that people have seen a mysterious man wandering around in the wastes of the Mi Plaza. How about we give him a try?
Don't spout codswallop, Spindle. Our predicament can't be solved by rumours of mysterious people. Besides, those who enter the Mi Plaza from the Wii Sports home menu are mad. The edges of the Wii Plaza are where people go missing. Probably all you'll find there is hopeless souls and ex-professional Wii table tennis players. Anyway, I guess we'll just do some catching practice for today. Come on, guys. Beanus? Where are you off? Oh, God, no, Beanus, I was joking about the table tennis players thing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. You can't go there, it's too dangerous. Beanus, come back, please. Please, come back. Beanus!
Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Looking for your dad, are you? Yeah, lost as well, huh? Well, what's your name?
Beanus? What a strange name for a girl. Or a boy? Or, just a Beanus then?
Just a Beanus? Yeah, that seems right somehow. Just a Beanus.
Beanus, snap out of it! You're about to play Dangerous Daisuke, the first of the Table Tennis Elite Four! You're here to play ping pong, goddammit! Okay, quick, mind brain, give him the rundown. Okay, Beanus, as Engine Room just said, you're about to play Daisuke. In the table tennis world, he is known as the conductor. Some say it's because he has his own brass band, but that just seems stupid if you ask me. I mean, what does he expect? His own theme song? Oh, sorry, Xavier. No, I think it's actually because of his ability to dictate the tempo of the game. So, try to get the momentum going, and don't be swayed so easily. Bear in mind that the wind is east-westerly 3 miles an hour today, and we have a moderate temperature of 21 degrees. Yes, alright, mind brain, that's enough. Go on, Beanus. You can do it. We believe in you. Just play in your signature Beanus way.
Signature Beanus way? Beanus didn't really know what this meant. He kind of had a style of play in baseball, but that wasn't going to help him in table tennis. Everything he knew about table tennis, he got from his dad. So, surely his style of play was actually the Bunga's style of play. Something didn't feel quite right. But he should be proud to be able to play like his dad. In fact, he was proud. Those teachings had helped him get all the way to the Elite Four, hadn't they? Before he could ponder on Engine Room's advice anymore though, the referee was beckoning him to serve. And with no time to think, the game began. The first point started well. Beanus played a fine crosscut of a shot, then forcing Daisuke back the other way before performing a monumental smash that put the ball far out of Daisuke's reach. He continued his fine form, and with his second point in the bag, the mini identity crisis he was just having had almost faded away. However, in the next point, as Daisuke set up for his serve, something very unexpected happened.
His name is Dangerous Daisuke, and he's very, very spooky. He will scare you into some form of submission. And if you don't pay close attention, well, I did forget to mention that he's got a rather violent disposition.
It seemed Mindbrain had been wrong. Daisuke did have his own brass band, and with the power of music propelling him forwards, Daisuke began to turn the tide. It was now Beanus who was struggling to keep the ball on the table, and with the score at 2-2, Beanus attempted to switch things up by using Shinosuke's fake serve technique. But as he was doing so, Daisuke's brass band appeared once again.
Yes, there's no one quite like him, and he will beat you on a whim, with fear and danger as his usual tradition. Oh, he will put you in a bin and secure a perfect win, knocking you out of this year's ping pong competition.
Beanus was distracted, and as Daisuki grew ever stronger into the game, Beanus fell behind 3-2. There was something about Daisuke's overwhelming self-confidence that intimidated Beanus. He was so assured in who he was. His brass band were here behind him, singing songs which detailed everything he stood for. Everybody, including himself, knew exactly who he was and what he was about. But Beanus had none of that. Nothing to say. No identity to attach himself to. He was just Beanus. Seeing Beanus's morale drop further and further, Engine Room decided to step in. But, not sure how to help, he began reciting every inspirational quote he could think of.
Chin up, champ. Keep your head straight, king. Your crown's falling. The grass is always greener on the other side.
This worked to an extent. Beanus was able to pick himself back up and win the next point.
Let's go, Beanus. You can do it. Reach for the stars.
Beanus was getting better. With each hit, he sent Daisuki scurrying across the table. And after another brilliant rally, Beanus pulled off a silver carrot. Daisuki just about managed to return the ball, only for Beanus to smash it back and win the point. On the front foot and 4-3 up, things were looking good. But Engine Room, who had been keeping Beanus going, was beginning to run out of inspirational quotes.
Play good. Oh god. Plenty of fish in the sea.
Oh, that's it.
Play like your father would play, Beanus.
Your father? Said Daisuke. Hang on. I knew it.
You're related to Bungus, aren't you?
Oh yeah, he looks just like Bungus. Yes, I remember. Oh, it must be. Beanus suddenly felt an immense amount of pressure. Oh no, said Engine Room. I think I've just made a big mistake. Yes, now that I think about it, you look just like him. I'll have you know it was your dad, Bungus, who stopped my dad, Old King Cole, from reaching the Elite Four all those years ago. Well. Looks like I'm about to get revenge. Without another word, Daisuke served. Beanus returned as best he could, but Daisuke's next shot was on a whole nother level. And, fueled with anger and rage, Daisuke finished off the rally with a thunderous smash. As Beanus watched the ball sail past his face, he felt the game was as good as gone. With Daisuke in this mood, and so much pressure being thrown on him thanks to the comparisons to his father, what on earth could he do? But as the ball kept going, and kept going, its collision course became clear. The drummer from Daisuke's brass band had chosen a terrible time to try crossing behind the table, and with a loud bonk, the table tennis ball pierced straight through the skin of his bass drum. Oh no, said the bass drummer. You've gone and punctured me drum. I can't play songs like this. And the band began to walk away. No, guys, please stay. Without you, I'm lost. Nobody will know who I am. I'll be no one. With his band gone, and Beanus just barely being able to muster the courage to continue, the game finished in unflattering style. Daisuke made a couple of mistakes. Beanus was able to capitalize and win the game 6-4. With no intention to celebrate this empty victory, and desperately wanting to get away from anyone and everyone, Beanus made to leave immediately. But before he could, he was blocked off by the announcer.
Well, I never. Related to the famous Bungus, are we? Tell me, how's it feel to succeed someone like that? It's big shoes to fill, that's for sure. Do you think you can live up to it? A man of few words. Yes, you're just like your father. Beanus, quick, over here! Lucia grabbed Beanus by the arm, and they began to run, and run, and run. Phew, okay, I think we lost them. Right, Beanus, you played pretty well there, but there's certainly room for improvement when it comes to confidence. Why am I helping you? In the Wii Sports Baseball World Cup, you helped me loads. It's the least I can do to pay you back. And also, I may have potentially been knocked out by the hardest member of the Elite Four and want you to get revenge for me. But that's beside the point. Okay, where to start? Beanus? What are you doing with her? It was Engine Room. Let me help you, Beanus.
Right, well, we were just about to plan our own strategies, actually, so we don't need your help here. I know. The truth is, I want to make up for the mistake I made back there. Fine. We'll all work together. Right, anyway, I was thinking, you don't want to use your dad's table tennis style, right? So, just try using someone else's. I'm sure there's some people you can think of to copy. Well, there was that Spoon Man style, wasn't there? And there's the one that you've already done today, Shinosuke's fake serves. And Scalene taught you that smashing technique, right? I think we can rule out Naomi's shouting technique. And I'm not sure about you, Lucia, but I don't fancy forming a brass band. Actually, I'm rather good at euphonium, thank you. Oh, that's actually quite cool. Anyway, so Beanus, whoever you're facing next, just pick a style, go through them one by one, and whichever feels the most natural, we'll stick with. There you are. Beanus, you need to get back to the pitch. Your second game has just been announced. And with that, they all once again headed back to the table tennis resort. The second member of the Elite Four was a woman named Emma. But upon taking his place on the other side of the table, Beanus noticed she wasn't carrying a table tennis bat. How was she going to play then? The answer came immediately, as Emma reached below the table, took off her shoe, and held it up. What was with these Elite Four members? How could Emma be so confident in herself as to use a shoe? Just don't question it, Beanus thought to himself. All he had to do was what Lucia and Engine Room had told him to. Seeing as he was serving first, he decided to try out Shinosuke's fake serves again. Like everyone so far, Emma was initially deceived by this trick. However, because fake serving took so long, when Beanus went to do it for a second time, the announcer took the opportunity to interview him. Well, Beanus, great trick you've got there. Tell me, was it your father who taught you that? Emma was alerted to what Beanus was doing, and she was able to win the second point. Thankfully, as Emma was using a shoe instead of a bat, her hits were not always consistent, and Beanus was able to make up for his interview blunder by bringing the score to 2-1. Now was the perfect time to switch to a new technique. He decided to use Spoonman's technique next, giving the ball a tricky backspin and then letting the ball drop low below the table. But, as the ball dropped, the announcer once again slithered in.
Tell me, Beanus, what's the secret to your success? Does table tennis run in the family's blood?
And by the time the announcer had stopped talking, the ball had dropped so low that it hit the ground, and the point was Emma's. It seemed the spoon technique didn't fit Beanus either, and at 3-2 down, there was really only Scalene's smash technique left. Of course, smashing the ball did work more often than not, and taking 3 successive rallies to get to a 5-3 match point, Beanus was beginning to think maybe this was the one for him. Unfortunately, without the extra oomph that something like Naomi's shouting technique would add, it seemed smashing it wasn't always a foolproof idea. What's more, thanks to the sturdiness of the sole of Emma's shoe, whatever Beanus did, Emma could hit right back. 5-5. For Beanus, this would mean yet another tiebreak, and unfortunately, before that, another opportunity for the announcer to interview him.
Ho! I'm not sure your father would be making mistakes like that. Haven't you been practicing with him recently? Hoo, I joke. Now, tell me, what's the Beanus Bungus family's favourite morning snack?
Beanus was beginning to panic again. All these questions, all this expectation. He was sure that by trying other techniques, he would rid himself of the constant comparisons, but it hadn't worked, and none of these other techniques felt any more natural anyway. The pressure was now so immense that Beanus' hands were shaking violently, and he could barely hold his table tennis bat. It felt like everything was closing in. He couldn't breathe. That's when Pipe began to speak. Hey, Beanus, remember on that day you were searching for your dad in the Me Plaza and you found me instead? I asked you who you were. Do you remember? The answer we settled on? You were just Beanus, and that was enough.
Yes, that's it, Beanus. We were so stupid, trying to get you to play like everyone else. You should play like you. What is it you're always doing in baseball? The "and then there's Beanus" thing.
That's your playstyle, Beanus. That's you! With a peep of the referee's whistle, the tiebreak had commenced. Emma served and began playing some incredible shoe shots. But then, there was Beanus, a silver carat, 6-5. The next point began. Emma displayed unbelievable techers, using the toe end of her shoe to punt the ball over the net. And then, there was Beanus. Just like that, so quick you could almost miss it. 7-5. Beanus had won. Engine room, Pipe and Lucia jumped for joy. That was 2 of the Elite Four down. Only 2 more to go. The announcer stood there in disbelief. I haven't seen anything like that before. That was just Beanus. The crowd was in absolute pandemonium, jumping up and down. But that was weird, thought Beanus. Hidden in the middle, there was one man standing very, very still. A man in glasses with a grey beard. No, it couldn't be. This was too soon. All of a sudden, things went very dark, and Beanus found himself completely and utterly alone.